Dream meaning. Summary of the meaning of a dream that had an intruder. A good dream of getting rid of an intruder. No bad things happen. Ascending luck. If you have a dream that you couldn't get rid of the intruder, you need to be careful about your physical condition, such as by undergoing a medical examination. There is an interpretation that intruder equals oneself. When the intruder in the dream feels spiritual. Dream meaning. The meaning of a dream that a stranger comes out. You'll be surprised if someone in your dream home doesn't know if you're a thief, a suspicious person, or for what purpose you're in your house. The meaning of the dream is summarized by expressing a person who has no meaning as an intruder. If you dream of a stranger in your house, you're really scared, right? When I dreamed that there was an intruder in the house, I thought I wasn't there. I was so scared that I immediately investigated the meaning of the intruder in the dream sense. I felt spiritual, so when I wrote down the contents of the dream on my smartphone immediately after I had this dream, I was horrified and remembered the dream. However, in the analysis of the meaning of dreams, there was an analysis that the dreams of intruders had extremely low spiritual relationships. For those who are surprised to find a dream in the house by an intruder, leave the results of the dream meaning on this page. The following is an excerpt from a book about dream meaning. Invader. A stranger invading a room represents your unprotected physical condition. It mainly reflects the unhealthy condition, irregular sleep state, and disorder of life rhythm at that time. If you dream of an intruder frequently, it may imply illness, so try to improve your sleeping and living environment. In particular, people coming in from the front door express a state in which they are disturbed by a good night's sleep or some external stimulus. However, please be aware that the image of an intruder coming in from the ceiling and coming through the window may imply happenings, incidents, or sudden troubles that occur in the surrounding area. Definitive edition. Dream Meaning, by Masayume Kajiwara, excerpted from Shufu no Tomo. It's a dream meaning that can be thought of as an intruder equals a cause of poor physical condition that violates the body, such as pathogens. When thinking about the meaning of a dream, the attitude of the intruder is also an important diagnostic factor. Dream meaning. Dream diagnosis using the dream of an intruder I had as an example. Dream diagnosis is possible as if the intruder equals yourself. In the light of my own intruder's dreams, this is intuitively true, and in some cases this may be the case. The following is a memo of a dream I actually had. Since it is a sentence in which the contents of the dream are typed into the memo pad of the smartphone, the writing style is not polite, but I will post it as it is. The house is empty and empty. There was a strange bald intruder. What are you doing, trespassing? I grab my arm and kick it out. Is the stain on the wall unpleasant? I was told. I felt strangely spiritual and scared. I managed to get rid of it. These are the intruder dreams I actually had. The intruder that appears in this dream, in fact, in the interpretation of the meaning of the dream. Intruder equals myself. Can be diagnosed. In the following, the intruder is considered a new person. The person in the dream is also an intruder because he doesn't know, and has the same meaning as a new person. Dream meaning, the meaning of a dream that a new person comes out. When a new stranger comes into your dreams, you consider yourself the new one. In the dream sense, the new person is you, the person who dreamed, and you must have been doing something unknown that you had never noticed before. It has its own characteristics that it does not yet know about. Because I want to notice it, I think that I am making a projection image of myself by seeing it in a dream. I'm not a very good myself, laughs. However, as a dream diagnosis that I try on my own, it seems that the intruder that came out in the dream was, intuitively, myself. I also found other dream meaning materials that explain as follows. The following is an excerpt from a book about dream meaning. Dream meaning, the basic meaning of an intruder. It is a symbol of people and events that threaten you. Getting rid of strangers means getting out of dangers such as illness. It makes sense to get out of mental predicament. The bad pattern is that there are strangers in your house or room. Meaning of illness harbinger. Meaning of the harbinger of death. The definitive edition, Dream Meaning Encyclopedia, by Tatsuhiko Fuji, excerpted from Hakan. The explanation when an intruder is in a dream in the above dream meaning book is very scary. The worst patterns are both too terrible. In my case, it was a dream to get rid of intruders, so with the above dream meaning book diagnosis, 1. I get out of danger such as illness. 2. Get out of mental predicament. It's a good dream, but if you still have a dream that you couldn't get rid of the intruder, you may need to be careful about your physical condition, such as by undergoing a medical examination. If the intruder in your house looks like a thief, Please refer to the Thief's Dream page below. If the person in your dream seems like a thief, you can think of it without scary meaning. By the way, the dream meaning of a thief's dream is a good meaning. The dream of someone stealing something is a good dream of getting something. You can expect things that you didn't even think about. If you know someone and are stolen from the opposite sex, you can expect to develop a love affair with that person. Dream diagnosis: intruder. After dreaming of an intruder, I'm very scared, and the results of dream diagnosis are diverse, so it's difficult to judge. Basically, if you can get rid of the intruder in your dream, it will be a good dream that you have driven out the disaster, so you can rest assured. Dream diagnosis: if the intruder can be expelled, no bad things will happen. In this case, it means ascending luck. It is also a proof that you have a strong psychological state, so you can be confident in yourself. If you have a dream that you couldn't get rid of the intruder, you need to be careful about your physical condition, such as by undergoing a medical examination. The dream of having someone else in the house may be feeling a foreign body in the body. I am in a state of psychologically losing confidence. When you are satisfied with the interpretation that the intruder equals yourself, and when the intruder is not yourself, it never overlaps with your own characteristics. In that case, the interpretation diverges. Remember what it was like. In the case of the interpretation that the intruder equals yourself, you are looking at yourself objectively. You can see how you are viewed by others and what kind of impression you have. Dream meaning: intruder equals not yourself, never overlap with your own characteristics. In that case, if you have a dream in your house that you don't know and you feel it's a spirit, you're really scared. I had a dream that there was an intruder on a different day from the day I had the above dream, but the person who was in the dream at that time was definitely not myself. I was convinced that the stranger in the dream was more than 10 years older than me and taller. I intuitively thought it was a spirit. Therefore, I searched for a dream meaning site with the keyword Ghost House Dream. If you can get rid of ghosts on the Oneiromancy site, you have a strong heart to overcome the difficulties. You're a smart person. The content was written, but it doesn't look right. There was a dream meaning site that says that there is a person who doesn't know at home in a dream, and the one who can't get along with that person is the dream that he has when he is stressed by interpersonal relationships. This way of thinking fits better. A psychiatrist who analyzed dreams. What if you analyze the dreams of an intruder using Freud's dream analysis method? Freud explained that dreams are fulfillment of desires. In my case, I instantly thought that the intruder in the house was a spirit and tried to drive it out. Thinking of this act in Freud's dream analysis method, it means that the desire to displace intruders is realized in a dream equals satisfaction. I researched the dreams of intruders. Every site says that the intruder in the dream is himself, but I don't think so. I think that the intruder in the dream has a person like an intruder in the real world, and the stress of that person is appearing in the dream. And I think your actions against the intruder are your desires now. If you feel uncomfortable and try to get rid of it, your desire is to reject the person and to leave the person. The following is an excerpt of an unknown person's item from other dream book. The dream of someone you've never seen or talked about is a hint that you're bored with your boring days. As a result, I lose motivation for everything, and I am afraid that I will lose the credibility of my seniors and friends by cutting corners. Make your own daily plans and do what you need to do. Deep Psychology Dream Meaning Encyclopedia for Finding the Meaning of Dreams by Sayoko Shirai. Excerpt from Akeda Bookstore. Psychological state when a stranger invaded the house and had a dream. Even if the dream of entering the house is going well in the real world, isn't there something wrong with it? I am worried about my psychological state. If you can't get rid of the intruder and end up with a disappointing dream, you can take a medical examination and be careful about your physical condition so that you can work on things in the real world with peace of mind. When the intruder in the dream feels spiritual. Basically, you should listen to the message when a dead person comes out that you know, but unless there is a particular message, the intruder thinks that he is himself and overlooks it. You should think that. If you don't think the intruder is yourself, it means that someone is invading your area of mind in the real world. Your desire is reflected in the actions you take against the intruder in your dreams. It's good to be able to protect yourself if you don't forget what you really think about someone who invades your area of mind in the real world. Dream meaning: summary of the meaning of a dream that had an intruder. A good dream of getting rid of an intruder. No bad things happen. Ascending luck. If you have a dream that you couldn't get rid of the intruder, you need to be careful about your physical condition, such as by undergoing a medical examination. There is an interpretation that intruder equals oneself. When the intruder in the dream feels spiritual. Dream meaning, the meaning of a dream that a stranger comes out. You'll be surprised if someone in your dream home doesn't know if you're a thief, a suspicious person, or for what purpose you're in your house. The meaning of the dream is summarized by expressing a person who has no meaning as an intruder.